Great. Welcome to our yoga class today. All right, and we're going to begin with just our fourth part breath. So exhale breath can help to cool our body. And so we're going to extend our exhale breath. And it also helps us to relax the central nervous system. And it also just helps us to calm down, right? And get that vagus nerve nice and calm down. Good. So let's start with finding a nice, comfortable, tall spine. And let's just close our eyes and just find ourselves in gratitude for bringing ourselves to a class today. This practice helps to shift us and expand us so we don't get so caught up in this physical part of life, this physical body, but we recognize our spirit, our soul body, which is as expansive as the sky. Yeah, and let's bring our palms up on our lap. And let's take a nice breath in through the nose. And then exhale out the mouth. Let all that heat out. Yeah. And then inhale through the nose again. A little bit more. And exhale out the mouth. Now we're going to just gently close our lips. We're going to inhale, pause, and exhale. We're going to try to extend the exhale long and pause. It's called yogic breath or four-part breath. Yeah, the Navy SEALs use this breath as well. Very simple, but powerful. So on an inhale breath, breathe in through the nose, much as you can. Relax the body as you're holding the breath. Allows you to hold your breath comfortably longer. When you feel a need to exhale slowly through the nose, exhale the breath. At the bottom, exhale and squeeze out all the air out of your diaphragm. So, and picture that diaphragm pushing out every last ounce of air, and then inhale. Pause, hold. And when you're ready, exhale slowly through the nose all the way, as long as you can. Tuck your tummy in to squeeze your air out. And then relax. Do about 3 or 4 more of those at your own pace. Inhaling, notice when you inhale, it gives you a little energy, a little prana energy. Holding the breath, but with shoulders relaxed. And then exhale. Feel the body just soften and relax. Release. Continue on, just noticing the effects of this breath. Noticing if any tension is building up or any tension is being released as you breathe. Little smile on the face. Just paying attention to this life force energy, our breath. It's our second dimension of our existence, our breath. Now on your next exhale breath now, just relax. Relax the body. Just feel the effects of that breath, just for a minute or two. If you'd like to keep your eyes closed, we're just going to start to stretch the neck and the shoulders. And feel free to keep your eyes closed. Take a nice breath in again. And as you exhale, lift your chin up. I feel like you want to just lift the chin slightly, keep the back of the neck long. And as you exhale, drop your chin to the chest. Relax. Just go do a couple more breathing as your chin lifts. And breathing as your chin drops. Next time that your chin drops, pause. Let's do a few neck rotations. So inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Then exhale, reach the head back. Inhale, float your left ear towards your left shoulder. And exhale, chin forward. Slow rotations in and out of the nose. Inhale to the right. Exhale, head around back. Inhale to the left. Exhale, forward. Do one more rotation. And slow. Notice how your neck feels today. And the head comes forward, pause. And let's just do a couple opposite directions. So you may notice sometimes when it's a little warmer, that season is a little warmer, there's a little less stiffness in the neck maybe. But there's other variables that give us a stiff neck, just having tension in the body. Maybe we sleep funny. Anybody ever finds the perfect pillow, let me know. I've been searching for decades. It could be many things that get your neck tight. Next time the head comes forward, pause. So it's nice to pay a little attention. Draw your shoulders with the head down. Draw your shoulders back and down. Stretch the neck from the top of the vertebrae on your neck all the way down the middle of your back. Good. Wiggle your toes. And then press into your toes and slowly lift your head back up. Good. Again, feel free to keep the eyes closed or you can open them. Relax your arms down alongside your chair, alongside your body. Good. And we're going to gently press into our feet as we lift our shoulders up and in towards our earlobes. And then exhale, relax, shoulders down. And then same thing, inhale, press into your feet and lift your shoulders up. It's a nice stretch for our spine. And exhale, relax those shoulders down. And then bringing your hands onto your lap. And have a nice tall spine. And as you exhale, start to press your belly button forward, hinging at your hips. You're going to come about halfway. Bring your body forward where it's comfortable. And then press into your feet as you inhale, slowly float the body back up. So we're keeping the head right above the spine straight. Exhale, hinge forward. It's summertime now, and forward bends are a little more cooling than back bends. So we'll be doing a little forward bending today. And then one more, just going back and forth, maybe falling a little bit more forward each time. Good. And slowly come back up. Good. And again, feel free to flutter your eyes open if they've been closed. And we're gonna scoot forward into our chairs. We're gonna bring our legs as wide as is comfortable today. Yeah. And even take like the flesh from underneath your sit bones and move it back. And feel those sit bones, right? Grounding at the bottom of your hips. So you feel nice and sturdy. Good. All right. And let's float our arms forward. Bring our hands into a fist. And let's rotate our fists. Notice how your fists, your wrists, the tops of your hands feel today. Now, becoming aware of things is the beginning of changing, right? And then reverse. And when we're running around in our busy lives and we're just like a ping pong ball or like a pinball, we're just bouncing all over the place, we're not even aware that something is bothering us. Yeah. And relax. And when we're not aware, then we can't make any changes to that. Yeah. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Good. Again, we're going to float our arms up again. We're going to interlace our hands now. We're going to bend our elbows. We're going to bring our palms forward. And let's press our palms forward. And stretch your shoulders forward and your arms and your hands. And then relax, just relax the shoulders back a little bit. And then again, slide the shoulders forward, reach your palms forward. It should be a nice stretch on your upper back and shoulder blades. And relax back. And then press your palms forward again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And glide your shoulders back and bring your arms and uncross and flop your fingers around. Yeah, good. All right, relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, we're gonna float your arms into a T. Let's flip the palms up and bend the elbows and bring your fingers to your shoulders. Good. And then relax your shoulders down. Move your elbows forward. Maybe they look to touch each other, maybe not. And then relax a little bit. Good. And let's just do a couple of circles. Use your feet, pressing into your feet as your elbows go up. And relax. The elbows down. Yeah. So stabilizing that lower body helps us to be lighter in the upper body. And just do a couple and then do a couple of opposite direction. Yeah, following your breath. Good. And as you exhale, relax the elbows down. Good. And relax the arms down. Shake out the shoulders. Good. And we're going to toe and heel our feet back to our legs nice and together here. Making sure that you're scooted as far forward in your chair as is comfortable, where you feel still stable, that you don't slip off the front of your chair. Yeah, good. And then we're going to drop our knees open and bring the bottoms of our feet together as best as we can, right? With shoes, it's a little clunky. Yeah, and let's just do a little seated Baddha Konasana. So just butterflying your legs. Lots of butterflies out now. I'm seeing a lot of them lately. Yeah, and just opening gently our hips, which tend to get tight. Yeah, and then relax the legs open wherever they're comfortable. On a big breath, take a big breath in as you lift your heart. And now on an exhale breath, you're gonna lead with your belly and press your belly forward. So your chest will come forward a little bit. Yeah, good. Just be mindful, make sure that you don't slip off your chair. So pressing the feet together and just coming as far forward as is comfortable on your body. Yeah. And then press into the sides of your feet to bring the body back up. This is a really nice pose to open up the hips. You can even do that laying down, Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're on your back doing this. And you can do it like in your bed, when you're laying down in your bed, just bend your knees and drop your knees open and bring the bottoms of your feet together. It's really a nice way. And just bring the knees down as far as is comfortable. Really keeps your hips opening up. Yeah, if you can do that on a regular basis, it's a good one to remember. Hands to the outside of your knees, and we're just gonna draw your knees in. Good. And then heel toe your feet back to about hip distance apart. All right, so we're at the front of our chair here. We're gonna stretch our big muscle back here, hamstring, right? So we're gonna extend the right heel forward. Good. All right, so there's probably a nice little mini bend in that right knee, right? We don't wanna drop the knee down. Good. And then on an inhale breath, lift the chest. Good. And as you exhale, again, leading with the belly, press the belly forward as the chest comes forward, and you should start feeling a nice stretch on that hamstring. Good. Toes are lifted. Yeah, good. And then you can look down towards the floor. And let's practice big breath here. So take a big breath in, and as you exhale, like you're blowing out a candle, purse your lips and blow it out and relax, and maybe melt a little forward with the body. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhaling and exhaling. Blow out the tension. Relax the body. Let the body just melt forward. And 1 more. Good. Now pressing down into that left foot. On an inhale breath with a straight spine, just unhinge. Bring the body back up. Good. And then maybe point the toe forward. I don't think you can see my toe, but you're just pointing the toe forward to wherever is comfortable. Yes. And you'll feel a little stretch even in this thigh. Yes. Good. And then relax the foot. And now slide that right heel back to meet the left. And now keep sliding that left foot back. Keep the heel on the floor though. And if the heel starts to pop up, you've gone back too far, right? So go as far back as you can, stretching that Achilles tendon, the back of your ankle. And then once you've landed, press down a little bit into this, let the right foot, the whole foot's on the floor. Yeah, and feel that nice stretch. We're stretching calf muscle now, right? And back of ankle. Good. And then if you're feeling like, okay, this is pretty easy, relax your foot and see if you can slide it back just a little more. Oh yeah, I went a little too far. My heel's starting to come up. But I got to that sweet spot where it's like, okay, now I feel even a strengthening in the front of my ankle. Gently pressing that foot in. Can you feel that? Yeah. Good. And then relax. Slide your feet back next to each other. We're going to extend the other leg, the left leg. Little micro bend in this knee. So just by lifting our heart, right, reaching your shoulders back, probably already starting to feel a stretch in that hamstring. Yeah. If you want to take it further, take a breath in. And as you exhale, press this belly forward. Yeah. Go just to your range of motion where you're feeling a nice stretch here. You can relax your gaze down towards the floor and find that candle blowing breath. Big breath in through the nose and blow out the candle. Another big breath in. Blow out the tension, let the body relax forward. One more. Good, good, good. All right. On an inhale breath, press into your right foot to allow that upper body to easily float back up. Good. And now point those left toes, maybe, as if you're trying to touch your toes, the pads of your toes onto the floor. That's probably not going to happen unless you're double jointed. Yes, but just stretching the top of your foot. Yeah, good. Maybe a little bit of stretch here in that thigh. And then relax the foot now, and then lift the toe up slightly and slide again that left foot next to the right. And now keep sliding it back. That left foot, remember to stay with your heel on the floor. Just go as far back as you can with your heel still grounded. Good, and you can gently press your foot into the floor and feel that stretch, and especially the back of the ankle here. And getting that Achilles tendon a little attention, right? And breathe. And as you breathe, a couple breaths, if you're feeling like, okay, I don't really feel a stretch, you relax. See if you can slide it back just a little more. Maybe you're at your range of motion and you stay right there. Yeah, and stretch that calf muscle. Yeah. And your leg muscles are saying thank you today. Good. And then slide your feet back to hip distance apart. Yeah, good. Okay. All right, let's take a nice big breath in and let it go. All right, we're going to make our way to standing, but I know I always say stand mindfully, right? And by that I mean is to pay attention to what muscles are engaging when you're lifting your weight up, because standing is a pretty intense asana, right? So I like to slide my heels back a little bit. I always remind you to tell you to use your toes, to press your toes in to stand up. But also today, I want you to bring your awareness to the outside of your thighs, and just thinking about, but not actually doing it, right? Just thinking about pressing your thighs to either side, engaging your thighs open as you lean forward, press into your toes and stand up, really using those thighs as if they're reaching out. Yeah, and you feel that it really is a good way to stand. It's a safe way to stand. It's really good for our knee joints to not do damage to our knee joints. Yeah. So however you want to stand, stand. If you want, you can remain seated in your chair as well. Always in my classes, you are welcome to remain seated in your chair and just do what you can on your chair. All right. So we've arrived here. Let's just start to shake out, stretch out, wiggle out. Yeah. And again, become aware here too. Notice what is tight on my body today. Yeah, for me, it's been my hips the last couple of days. I've been on my feet a lot, right? So just wiggle that out, move it. Yeah, however organically you want to move it. Maybe you can start to wiggle your arms. Maybe you start to wiggle your head. Maybe as you're wiggling, you're blinking your eyes too. And smiling always. Yeah. And relaxing, coming back to just mountain pose. Samasthiti, just standing like a tall mountain. Good. All right. And just as a reminder, as we stand, right, that's a pose. That's an asana, Tadasana, right? And so we're going to lift our shoulders up a little bit, roll them back and down. Palms are forward. Belly button is tucked back just slightly. Right? Our chin is tucked back so that our head is not jutting forward, that it's above our shoulders. Good. And staring straight forward, finding a spot to stare at. We're going to take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, purse your lips and blow out all of your tension. It's like you're a balloon deflating. Yeah, and one more, take a nice big breath in. And exhale, blow it out. Good. All right. Roll out the shoulders. Good. All right. And we're going to come into a little wider stance now. Good. We're going to soften our knees and we're going to inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Ha. So this time you can either blow it out or ha it out. Ha. Ha. And just keep going side to side. Big breath out. Ha. 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 One more. Ha. And slowly come back to center. Good. Bringing your toes forward, and we're going to heel toe your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Okay. So now we're going to come into a little wider stance if you can. Good. Soften your knees. Now we're just going to do some nice rotations with our hips. Nice circles with the hips. And then reverse and go the opposite direction. Good. And come back to center. Good. And let's come to step back to hip distance apart. Good. All right. On an inhale breath, we're going to reach our right arm up. Okay. Yeah. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, stretch your fingers. Try to touch the ceiling. Good. And let's take a nice big breath in. And on an exhale breath, reach up and over. So try to keep your head close to the upper arm here. And then rotate your gaze underneath your right arm. And that left hand is a little leverage. You can just gently press into that thigh. Belly button's pressed in. If there's any kind of low back issues when you do this pose, tuck your belly back. That will support that sacral area. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, float that arm down. Good. And let's move to the other side. Inhale, slowly float the arm up. Option is always to stay in a little goalpost or cactus arm. Good. Again, take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, And as you inhale, stretch up tall. And as you exhale, lean over. And again, try to not drop your head. That's a lot of weight for that neck to carry. Turn your head and look underneath your left arm. And find your breath here. And the right hand can gently press into your thigh. Your belly's tucked in. Just stretching your spine. You're giving your spine some space. Yeah, all those vertebrae. We'll keep your spine healthy as we do all 6 different directions in every class for our spine. Good. And then on an inhale breath, slowly bring your body back up. And on an exhale breath, relax that arm down. All right, we're gonna come into a wide stance again, maybe even a little wider. Yeah, so coming into a nice wide stance where you're comfortable. Good. And let's just rock the hips side to side. Feeling that nice stretch and opening of your inner thighs. So we're getting all of our leg muscles a little stretch today. Moving a little bit slower because in the heat, you still want to move, but you know, in the heat, it's nice to slow it down sometimes. All right, come back to center here. Let's come into our warrior 2. So we're gonna lift our right toes up, pivot on our right heel, drop your right foot. Good. Let's take some time to get our warrior legs, right? So the right heel is about in line with the middle of the left foot. The left foot can be toe angled in slightly or forward. Yeah, depending on your openness in the hip, the left hip. And now we're going to soften the right knee. Good. But don't let the knee cave forward, right? Or go beyond the toe for sure, right? Nice, like knee right above the ankle. Stretch that left arm back. Stretch the right arm forward. Good. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Tuck your tailbone forward and bring your gaze over to that middle right fingernail. Good. And breathe. Yeah, this pose opens space for us to allow trust in, or at least lift the heart. So, yes, deep big breaths, and each time you exhale, soften the body, soften the shoulders, smile on the face, and just say, I love and approve of myself, and I trust the process of life, and I am safe. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, relax the arms, just let them float down. Press into your right toes to start to straighten the knee. Bring your gaze forward, lift your right toes up, pivot them forward. Good. Let's take a little break. Heel toe, your feet back, or step back, the hip distance apart, and shake it out. Just gently shake the body. Let the body relax, release. That's a pretty intense pose. It's a lot of muscles working in warrior 2. So loosen them up so that we can go over to the other side. Good. All right, coming into that big wide stance. Yes, good. All right, starting there. Now lift the left toes up, pivot on the left heel and down. Check in with maybe left heel in line with the middle of the right foot. Right toes can be on an angle or forward. You're gonna soften that left knee and arrive. Arrive in your warrior 2 legs, yeah. And if anything's uncomfortable, just resituate. Good. Right arm back, left arm forward. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. Tuck your tailbone forward, down and forward. Yeah. Reach your gaze, turn your head to look at that left middle fingernail. And breathe. Big breaths here, again, opening ourselves up to trust. And telling yourself, I love and approve of me. And I trust the process of life. and I am safe. One more breath in. Exhale, relax. Another breath in. And this time as you exhale, you can float your arms down. Gently press into your left foot to straighten the left knee. Rotate your gaze back forward. Lift your left toes up. Pivot them in. Good. And toe heel or step, your feet back to hip distance apart. And one more time, shake it out. All right. So we're going to go to, you might need your chair here. So coming to the right side of your chair, having your left hand onto your chair, the back of your chair here. So we're going to do this little series. This is for balance, right? And more stretching in our hamstring. So we're just going to come on a tightrope. So we're going to bring one foot a little bit, that outside right foot a little bit more forward, left foot back a little bit. So we're on this railroad track, right? So just practicing this with let's just float our arms out into a T. Yeah. And just that is helping balance. So staring straight forward, maybe soften your eyes like you're looking through your eyelashes. Yeah. Or you can even close your eyes softly and feel the wobbling starting to go on in your body. Yeah, your brain, when you take your eyesight out, your brain's like, okay, I got to steady this body. Yeah, so good training for that brain to keep you upright. Good. And then float your eyes open and relax your arms down. It's a fun little experiment, isn't it? Okay, so staying on your tightrope here, we're going to bring our hand onto the chair here. Yeah, good. And take a nice breath in and exhale it out. And now on an inhale breath, we're going to lift our heels up and come onto the balls of our feet. Good. And again, maybe you look through your eyelashes. Maybe you close your eyes. Yeah, feel that wobble going on. Yeah. You can even, if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can even just cover your right eye and stare straight ahead. That's an option too. Whatever you want to do. Feel that wobble. 2, 1. And now relax your heels down. Good. All right. So now we're going to just bring our hands to the front of our chair so that we know that the chair is there. All right. And again, if it's available to you, you're going to come up lift the heels up. And again, option is either to cover the right eye. Maybe you look through your lashes. Maybe you close the eyes. This one's hard. This is a challenge, right? Know that chair is there. All right. And wobbling is good. That's good practice. Strength, flexibility, right? Stability. Good. If you're feeling pretty courageous, you can float that hand over just a little bit away from the chair. See what happens. You can always grab onto that chair, but experiment with that. Hugely challenging. Yeah, good. For 2, for 1, good. Open the eyes and release the heels down. Good. And let's slide that right foot back, shake it out a little bit. Good. All right, so that's good practice for if you get up at night and the lights dim and then you go into another room and the light's brighter, right? It's a lot of adjustments. So when we practice this, when that happens to us at night, if that happens, right? If we get up, many of us do, I know I do, you're ready. Your body is ready to not be like, whoa, what's happening? And that's what causes people sometimes to fall. So let's go over to the other side. Good. All right. The left side now. All right. Now we're going to bring the opposite leg back, right? So I guess it would be, yes, your inside leg back, outside leg forward. Good. All right. We're going to do the same thing on this side now. So let's just start with floating our hands into a T, lifting our fingers up, pressing into our palms, looking forward. That back knee, just bring your awareness to that back knee. That would be your right knee, right? And just make sure that the knee is soft. Not stretching back, not hyperextending. Good. And breathe. Notice any movement in the body, any wobble. Yeah. And relax the arms down. Okay. All right, now we're going to come into our lifting of the heels of the feet. Good. So your toes are forward. Find a nice comfortable railroad stance here, this tandem stance. Good. And if you're ready, I'm going to inhale and lift your heels up. Keep a nice tall spine. Good. And options here are to cover now the left eye. Yeah. Or maybe you just soften your gaze, look through your eyelashes. Or maybe you close the eyes and just become aware of what the body's doing. Once you take your eyesight either dim or out of the picture, all the adjustments that the body is making. Good. 2, and then open the eyes and relax the heels down. Good. All right, now we're going to do the hands in front of the chair. If you need to ever just let's just shake it out here a little bit and let's do our final challenge there. All right, so find your tandem, right? Right foot back, left foot forward, hand in front of the chair. So you know that it's there. Good. And then coming up onto lifting your heels. And again, maybe you cover the one eye, that left eye, or you can eyelashes or close. Yeah, and notice. Good. So the hand palms on the chair. And if you feel like you want to just practice with floating that palm just a half an inch off the chair. Yeah. And just notice all the adjustments your body's making. It's a good thing. Yes, such great practice. Good. And then open the eyes and release your heels down. Good. And slide your heels back and relax. It's one of those poses that people are watching you do it. It's like, well, that's easy. But when you're in it with that eyesight being adjusted, it's a challenge. Yeah, wiggle it out. Let's bring your feet a little bit wider apart. Soften your knees, tuck your tailbone forward, and then reach it back. Just do some little hip forward and back. That should feel nice. Yeah, tucking the tailbone, reaching the tailbone down and forward. Yeah, and then reaching it up, like your tailbone's reaching up. Yeah, just massaging your hips forward and back, forward and back. Okay, and relax. Let's come to the back of our chair. Might feel nice. Again, little forward fold. We're going to go into downward facing dog, right? So you can either do this on the back of your chair. If there's a table handy, you can do it on a table. Yeah, you can even use the seat of your chair to do downward facing dog if you know that pose. Just having your hands grounded, yeah, your palms grounded. And just start to step back now. We're going to do a nice back body stretch. You just start to step back with your feet as far as you can, reaching those hips back and the fingers forward. Soften your knees to reach your hips a little further back. Stretch. You're in an L shape here, or you're in a tent shape if your hands are on your seat of your chair. And find your breath. Ears are resting in between the biceps. You're just feeling a stretch from your fingertips all the way down the back of your neck, back of your spine. Stretching those glute muscles down your hamstring, calf, feet. Each time you exhale, I want to try that blowing out of the candle breath. As you exhale, blow the breath out, relax the chest a little closer to the floor. Soften. One more. On an inhale breath, start to straighten the knees. Yeah. Feel a little bit more of a stretch in that big hamstring and calf. And then reach on the exhale breath, reach your hips back. Hamstrings will be nice and supple. And then as you exhale, soften the knees. And again, lift the head and start to walk your hands forward, or your feet forward. One at a time, little baby steps as you bring the body back up. Good. And lift the head. Good. And roll out the shoulders, shake out the hands, wiggle the feet. Yeah, to shake off any tension. Let's find ourselves coming back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Nice and easy. Shoulders are nice and relaxed back. Palms are forward. Good. We're going to come into standing child's pose. So pancaking your hands, bringing the backs of your hands to your forehead. Yeah. Take a nice breath in. And close your eyes as you exhale. So relax the shoulders. Soften the knees. Eyes are closed. And gently pressing, you can slide your hands and move the skin of your forehead a little bit back and forth, massaging out that third eye. That wakes up our awareness. And then relax the hands, gently press into that third eye with your hands. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, blow it out. And soften your hands. Slowly start to slide them off your forehead and allow the arms to float down slowly. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Good. Let's do a tiny little back bend here. So taking the arms and reaching them back. So we're going to do a little back bend here. Yeah, in this heat, don't want to do too many of these. So clasp your hands behind your back. Steeple your pointer fingers towards the floor. Stretch your shoulders back. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Lift your heart. Lift your chin up slightly. Keep the back of your neck long. And breathe into your heart. Yeah, you can even close your eyes if you'd like. And blow out the exhale breath. Feel the body relax. Feel the hands slightly move back down towards the floor as you relax. One more breath. Relax your head down and float your eyes open if you close them. And then gently unclasp your hands. One more, shake it out. Shake it out as we make our way back to the front of our chair. And again, we're going to mindfully sit down. So let's arrive at the front of our chair here. And again, we're going to use our toes, press the toes in. And again, envision the outside of your thighs wanting to move out, right? So just move out. Yeah, that's just engaging these big muscles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send your hips back, reach your thighs out, press into your toes. Feel how strong that low body feels and float down. I find when I do that right, I don't feel my knees at all when I sit down. Yeah, good. And hopefully that worked maybe. It's practice. So if it didn't, practice. Yeah. All right, so we're going to come into about halfway scooted forward into our chairs here. Hands on our thighs. Let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale. Blow it out. Feel all the tension leaving your body when you blow it out. Yeah. All right, take another breath in. Lift the chest, slide the hands up, reach your elbows back into a little cow pose. Lift the chin. And exhale, blow it out as you drop your head, round your back, slide your hands to the front of your knees and cat. Press into your feet, inhale, slide your hands up, lift your heart, reach your elbows back, lift the chin. And exhale, blow it out as you round your back, just slightly drop your head, slide your hands forward. And then keeping the head forward here, relax the hands, clasp behind your right knee. Now tuck your belly in and on an inhale breath, lift the head and lift that thigh up and squeeze it into your belly. Just do a couple rotations with your foot, or you can have toe on the floor, reaching your heels back and forth. There. Relax here. We're going to just take, if it's available to you, that leg and just lay it wherever it lands on this left leg, or you can cross at your ankles like that. Yeah, good. We're going to take a nice tall spine here. We're going to do something a little different here. We're going to interlace our hands. Good. We're going to lift our elbows up, bring our palms forward like when we began. We're going to press your hands forward. Good. Take a big breath in, and on an exhale breath, stretch your shoulders forward and slide your shoulders back. Next time you exhale, you're going to press your hands forward and hinge forward at your hips until you've reached your range of motion that's comfortable. Yeah. Till you feel a little opening in that right hip. Good. And breathe. 2, 1, and then slide your shoulders back as the body comes back up. Relax your hands back to your heart and then uncross. Shake out your hands. Good. And taking this leg here and just helping it pop off the other. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So we'll start with a cat-cow. On an inhale breath, lift your chest, slide your hands back, reach your hands all the way back, your elbows back, lift your heart. Good. And on an exhale breath, slide your hands forward, drop your head into cat pose. And then keeping your head down, relaxing the body, clasping behind that left knee now. On an inhale breath, press into your right foot as you lift the left knee up and hug and press that thigh into your belly. You can do a couple ankle circles here. Nice tall spine, shoulders are back. Yeah, and other way here. Now we're going to land this foot. You're going to take that lower leg and just rest it onto the right leg, or you're crossing at your ankles if that's better for your body. Yes, we're in that nice tall lift of the spine. Yeah, just that starts to stretch out this left hip now. Interlace your hands, lift your elbows up, palms are forward, and press your palms forward. Slide your shoulders forward. Good. Take a breath in. And now on an exhale breath, press your palm forward. Start hinging forward at your hips until you find a nice, delicious stretch in that left hip. Yeah, not too much because we want to keep breathing nice and deeply. Yeah, it's not about how far you can go. It's about where you're comfortable and where you're getting the perfect stretch for you. Yeah. Good. And now on an inhale breath, press down into your standing foot. That right foot, start to slide your shoulders back, body lifts up. Good. And then slide your hand, bend your elbows, bring your hands towards your chest, and then unflip your hands and relax the arms down. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. Good. And take your hands and help to guide that foot, that leg off the other. Good. And wiggle it out, shake it out, wobble your legs a little bit. Yeah. Good. And relax. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to sitting forward in our chair. We're going to come into a little twist, right? So we're going to let's just do a simple little twist. You can either bring your legs all the way together, or you can just have them hip distance apart. Good. We want to get that twist in for our spine. So take a nice big breath in, exhale it out, relax your arms down. Good. On an inhale breath, press into your feet, float your arms forward and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, reach your fingertips maybe up a little higher towards the floor. Feel that opening up of your lungs, your rib cage. Yeah. Another breath in. And as you exhale now, relax the shoulders, soften the shoulders back and down, press into your toes, and slowly pivot at your waist over to the right. Good. And then relax your arms down. Let them float down. So palm or forearm, or your palm of the left hand on the outside of the right thigh, which will give you leverage. Keep your spine tall, chin parallel to the floor, not tucked down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can turn and look over that left shoulder, or your right shoulder rather. Yeah. And see now if you can breathe in and puff up your belly, and breathe out and relax your belly back to your spine. This is really nice detoxification, massage for your intestines and your colon and your internal organs. So that belly breath, as you breathe in, puff the belly up. As you breathe out, relax the belly back. And the next time that you exhale, relax the whole body. And slowly start to turn your gaze forward. And then bring your shoulders forward, body forward. Good. Nice. Wiggle it out. We're just going to float right over to the other side. So let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, just turn at your waist over to the other side, right? Now that right hand's on the outside of the left leg, left arm just relaxing, maybe palm against the chair. Inhale, have a nice tall spine. And as you exhale, relax and turn your gaze over to the left. Chin parallel to the floor, not tucked down or up. Good. And find that belly breath. Breathing in, belly puffs up. Breathing out, drawing belly back. Do a few more of those. Just imagine you're massaging all of those internal organs with your breath. Yeah. One more. The next time you exhale, relax everything. Slowly bring your head forward, your shoulders forward, your body forward. Really nice, everyone. So we're going to do one final pose here. Relax your arms down alongside your chair. Good. On an inhale breath, reach your arms up into a little V. Yes, the pose of acceptance, right? Accept what is happening. Don't fight it. You can do something about it, whatever you can do it. You know, you can be grumpy about it, but just accept that it's happening. And then as you exhale, start to hinge forward with your body. Drop your arms down and reach them back like an airplane. Yeah, coming into acceptance. Letting go. Yeah. Good. And on an inhale breath, slowly press into your feet. Bring the body back up as the arms just relax down. Good. And one final little shake here before we enter into Shavasana, final relaxation. So options are to lay on the floor if you'd like. Options are to stay seated if you're nice, comfortable, back supported, scoot back into your chair. Good, palms up on your lap. Float your eyes closed. If you're laying down, arms away from you with palms up, legs spread a little wide. Just find your stillness. So make any final little adjustments here to eventually find your stillness. Take a breath in. Pause the breath at the top and let it go. Let's do that one more time. Take a breath in. Hold the breath at the top and let go. Relax and let go of all of your efforts. Relax the back of your neck. Relax your jaw. And a little smile to your face. Feel your shoulders soften. Arms, hands and fingers. Feel your heart relax, your belly relax. Feel your hips and your whole body so heavy. Relax your thighs and your hamstrings, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Whole body's relaxed. Take a gentle breath in, and as you exhale, relax a little more. Bring your awareness to any thoughts. Notice, just become aware if they're there. And allow them to come and go. Accept your thoughts as they come and go. But don't hold them. Bring your awareness to the sounds around you. Outside sounds, inside, and just allow them. Take a breath in, breathe out, relax. Allow the body to completely let go in this silence, in this stillness of simply just being. Become aware of how you feel. How your body feels as it relaxes. And know that this is who you are. Joy, contentment, and peace. Bring a gentle smile to your face. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to start to slowly come back into the space, a little bit deeper breath in, and let it go. Find your fingers and toes. And begin to slowly move them, wiggle them. Maybe moving the body, however you feel, swaying it. moving it gently, slowly waking yourself up. And coming back to stillness. Take another deeper breath in. And let go of any last bits of tension you're holding. Set it free. Making your way to a seat if you're laying down. Bringing your hands into prayer position and resting your thumbs onto your heart. One more time, take a nice big deep breath in, fill up. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. And we'll end practice today with this. Our resistance is our bondage. If you embrace and accept, there lies your freedom. When you're feeling ready and complete, at your own pace, and gently begin to flutter the eyes open, looking through your eyelashes, and then opening the eyes up a little bit wider, lifting your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself today. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.